Hey, hey, hey. All right, one more thing because it's related to slowing down. I made that slowing down video where you slow down your heart rate and your breath. Now, it's so simple to understand this and it's so valuable. So, again, I had to make this video. Put it this way. The way to get you in the parasympathetic nervous system, rest and digest, relaxing, is the exhales. Long and slow exhales for period of time, a few minutes here and there all throughout the day, or you know probably longer the better, because we're all so wound up and stuck in our sympathetic nervous system, which is alertness, fight or flight. It's not all bad, because we need alertness in life, right? You go to work, you want to have some alertness. You drive, you want to have alertness. So it's just about balancing that, But of course, too much of the sympathetic is not good, and that's the problem. We're stuck. We're in fight or flight all the time because of deadlines and stress and family and money, of course, work. Not being as cool as the next guy and all this stuff. Social media, I'm not as sexy and rich as that guy or that girl, and all that. So there's a lot of reasons to focus more on the parasympathetic nervous system, which is long, slow exhales, or vigorous exhales. So you just breathe in regular in your nose is how I do it. Just relax and let the inhale just happen. Then just slow, long exhales. You're not going to hear it because slow and long exhales are quiet. But I hear Andrew Huberman was teaching me some new things, and so that's also why I made this video. He was saying you could do vigorous exhales, and that's good because sometimes you don't have time for slow, long exhales, and maybe I don't know, like you want to hurry up or something. And so you could just inhale regular, and then I guess it's like something like this, like inhale in your nose, and then like vigorous exhales. That can do it too. All right, now we also want to know how to get into the sympathetic nervous system. Alertness, more clarity. And it's funny because in Buddhism, there's all that balance of clarity and emptiness. And emptiness would be more of if you don't know what I'm talking about, forget it. But it's about balance. You want to have awareness in a very vast way, and that's kind of the emptiness side, and the parasympathetic being relaxed. Shamatha, one-pointedness. There you go. The shamatha, the one-pointedness. And then the clarity would be the vipassana, and so that's more of the alertness, I guess, and there's always that balance. Anyways, doesn't matter if you don't know what I'm talking about. It's just about balance. So balancing the parasympathetic and sympathetic, and then getting more into the inhales if you want more alertness and clarity and energy, right? We want energy. So that's another thing we want. We want energy during the day, so you can focus more on the inhales, and you could have vigorous inhales, like focus on the inhale, and then that'll give you energy, that'll wake you up, that'll make you ready to go run up a hill if you need to, if you're super tired, or get a second wind, etc. Go to the meeting with energy and alertness even when you're tired, and you do that before the meeting or the conference call. But then maybe you're too wound up and agitated and kind of all over the place and nervous. Well, then focus on the exhales, long, slow exhales, or I guess vigorous exhales. Now, there's one last thing that's cool that Andrew Huberman brought up. I love this. So how about learning how to be calm and relaxed during stressful times or uncomfortable times. Now, this is a super valuable skill. And so what do? We kind of combine both. So what we do is, this is a training for that. So what we do is inhale quickly, maybe 20 to 30 times. And, inhale, exhale 20, 30 times. And then you hold your breath for maybe, I don't know, 15, 20 seconds at least, or whatever you could do. And that's funny because this is very similar to pranayama, to breathing exercises. But don't you see what I'm saying? So you're ramping up the sympathetic, and then you're stopping your breath and staying relaxed. So then you're training your body and your mind to be relaxed during stressful times. It's like bringing in parasympathetic during the sympathetic nervous system moment. You know what I mean? So maybe it's like that's pretty much just breath of fire, but you do other things. So I don't, which I don't want people to do, because breath of fire is a super intense pranayama, but that's mechanically the same thing, except for visualization and moving energy. So that's great. I love it. And don't do breathing exercises, especially intense ones like that, after eating. Wait 30 minutes at least. And don't do too, because you could do more and more. It's very similar to a Wim Hof method too. But don't do too much. It's little at a time. With everything in life, you do better when you take your time. It's like muscles. If you try to lift too much weights because you want to be buff in a quicker amount of time, guess what? You're just going to injure yourself, and then be prone to more injury later in life for the rest of your life. Ligaments, tendons, etc. So muscle tears, etc. So take your time. That's the key with everything. Take your time. Slowly get there. Very slowly get there, no matter what you want to do, and then your body will acclimate, whatnot, condition itself to slowly get to this point, genuinely and firmly, strongly. And so you won't blow out your nervous system. You won't blow out your muscles. So that's the thing with doing these breathing exercises. You could blow out your nervous system. You could throw off your chi. So take your time. Of the parasympathetic nervous system stuff, relaxing, you could probably do that all day long. Of course, like I said, you should wait 30 minutes after you eat. And you could probably do it forever. Do it for an hour, 5 times a day, 5 hours a day. That'll be fine. But the more of the sympathetic stuff, do a little at a time, and then work your way up if you really want to do a whole bunch. Because sometimes I've heard people say, like, you do the Wim Hof method, you breathe in and out for like 15, 20 times, 30 times. And then I heard people were like ramping it up to like hundreds of times and then holding their breath. And it's like, dude, and then they screwed up their system. Well, take your time. Do it a little at a time and gradually grow. A month later, 2 months later, 3 months later, just start working your way up, little month at a time or whatever. Okay? Boom! I don't know why I'm starting to just say boom now, but that's what it is. Peace.